Hello, everybody, and welcome back to a new episode of Patrician Free. And yeah, it's a little bit sad episode as well, I think, because for the time being, this is going to be the last one. And the reason for that is I have achieved not all, but most of my goals,
Usante Spiritus
which were having an office
lingquam
in
equam in mis
every
in
city.
apostolos
Well,
descendens.
I'm still
Amen.
needing to build a single city, but in the past episodes, as everybody noticed, I had some problems with getting the goods right. So I haven't built that city yet. However, I do have an office in anything else, any other available city. 42,000 stored. Um, 42. Let me think. 42. I had 38, so this is 42, 44. Office. There. Already at maximum. But, okay, to go back to what I was explaining. I do have offices in most cities, all but one. So, I could say that goal is almost done by now. I'm going to speed things up, by the way, for another reason. I still have one mission running, and I want that one to end whenever possible before the end of the episode. We have 29% to do. So, production 1.7. No hemp available, but I also have fish here. Let's see. How much hemp do I need? 2.2, and I'm producing 1.7. I am going to need another hemp farm here. So we have that town mission running, and I really would like to finish with that one. That's one of the things. So why I speed things up. So office in all city achieved. Alderman for a long time. Well, basically, I have achieved that. It's 1311. I've been chosen over and over again, so I don't see any problem with that. We have discovered the Americas. We haven't found all tribes yet. There are two, and I think there are 3 or 4 available. We haven't found those yet. Most of the Mediterranean cities are found, so that's good. When looking at the statistics, well, I don't think I need to bother. I'm having almost 1 million a month in profit. So I'm not going to bother with that. Company value maximum, loading capacity maximum, popularity maximum, population. We have a look at Bremen is quite well. The quality of life is, the problem is it's going up. So it's currently saying it's around minimum, but when I was starting this, the minimum was much lower. So it really depends at my number of rich and wealthy citizens to get the quality of life. But it has been going up. And finally, when looking at the residents, largest town still Riepen, in a way making sense because that was the one that was the first one I expanded to. Bremen, Visby, and after that Stockholm. I'm going to pick Lübeck actually. Or maybe check the population. Stockholm, Groningen, Novgorod, Cologne. So it isn't going that bad. Largest town, Riepen, 7,866. Smallest, Boston with 27. And I don't think so. But I'll have a look at that in a bit. So I didn't get the 10,000 citizens which I managed to achieve in one of my private games. But then that game was solely dedicated to get only one town to a high population. Movements of ships, yeah, Bremen, cause again Boston, 51. Production, stock of goods. So looking at that, Boston is 2070, 799, so that's actually not 27. But looking at that, I did quite well. Riepen the largest, Bremen the second. So yeah, not the 10k, 9k, okay. Close enough, I think. Not the 10k I achieved once or even over it, but still good numbers. So that goal is basically, it's not achieved. My goal was to have the maximum population, everything. But I've been playing this game for so long and it's getting somewhat harder for me to get motivated to keep playing it, which is why I want to do the break. And that doesn't mean I am going to abandon this game. I've said that before, by the way, about another game, but in this case, I'm not going to abandon this game. I'm simply switching to a similar game set in a somewhat different era, but with the same purpose and the same goals. Now, let me see, what else did we have? All that is covered. Then, yeah, I can keep looking at this, but I don't think that's normal. If I take a look at my ship list, I've got so many ships that it's actually easier to have that checked up here. Members. Heike Flutsman, Clement Beinecke, Leinhard Schmitz. Married to Helen, 3 children, 25 towns and 192 ships. Ching! 192 ships. I might as well try to get 8 more. Because with that, with 8 more ships, I got 200, which makes a nice number, right? So maybe I will. Let me see, everything at 60%. Hemp farm production is only half. Why? Meat and leather, people. Still. Really is the bane of my trading empire. What about you? Pottery, timber, wool. So I am producing 2.5 meat and 10 leather here. Everything is being sold to town right now. Which means I need to build another cattle farm at some point. Housing is doing fine. Of course, being able to sell the meat and leather to town is nice. Don't get me wrong on that. But it's not what I want. I want to move it from Cologne to Bremen and then being sent to the other cities. But that's not happening right now. This is going reasonably well. But I'm lacking bricks here. And of course, meat and leather. No meat. Lacking bricks. And the only town where I'm actually able to have enough meat and leather. For now anyway. Even. Here we go. Flee. This is my convoy heading to Novgorod. If I'm not mistaken. Yep. That's right. Right. Time to show this bugger he made a mistake. Especially when he's facing a 555 captain. Well, that cog becomes driftwood. Just going to take a little bit longer as I thought it would, but that cog is becoming driftwood. Problem. If this convoy gets damaged too much, both my Novgorod convoys are out of the running, and I can't have that because the only replacement convoy can fill 5 shots. My replacement convoy is having 3 ships, and that's it. Okay, done. Not done. Done. Peter Ulf Bullman. Okay, that should be. I was checking London. Housing 79. Okay, so London really need bricks. I also need bricks because I want to build another cattle farm here. Trading off no goods. 55 out, I got 36. Merchant's house, Fisby, manager Bergen, and accountant. Merchant's house in Novgorod. I'm not mistaken, I was actually building stuff here. We had something under construction here, yeah. Sawmill. It's already full even. How many bricks? 27. So I can't build anything yet. The moment I can, I'm going to build a half-timbered house here. Speaking of, that's 25. I need 40. Is he still picking up bricks here? Yeah. Scarborough. Check. Nothing needed house-wise. Everything else is pretty good, not super. Okay, 1 cannon less. Be a little bit too close. So one side has 5. One side is having, oh wait, it's having 4 now. not going to test how many weapons he's got at the other side. And done. I'm going to take him off for a brief moment. Hemp farm, Ladog, that's quite fast. Merchant's House, Stockholm. Cabot House in Reval. Okay. Edinburgh. Still under siege? No. They are building. Nobody needed yet. Everything I own is lacking people. Doable. Lacking wool, actually. Let's check. I am producing 4.7 and needing 2.1. So everything else is most likely immediately sold to the city. Combat fleet is ready. Okay, off to Stettin. Bergen. Housing. No needs. This is going well enough. Iron goods are okay. I've got leather and meat. So all of that is going well. Only problem honey, but it's October. Which means honey production is actually going down now. Cloth, meat, leather and wool. He was missing 1 or 2 ships. One, two. Still lacking people here, and I have no idea why. Dissatisfied. Why? Ah, they're out of beer. And out of iron goods. That explains. Beer. I was checking Oslo. Malmö. No. Now that's town construction. Wall construction. only problem, I'm once again lacking salt here. Why is that? I'm not selling this stuff, am I? No. I am. Duh. Yeah, if I sell off my salt instead of dropping it in my warehouse, my meat and leather production is having a big problem. So hopefully this helps. Look, catch me. One catch me. That one left. Okay. Fist me. Going well for the time being. Speed running. 5 days. I'm going to up this because I'm selling way too much leather to the town for my liking. In general, everything's going well here. Except for salt, by the look of things. Yeah, town is having a shortage, not me. So this explains why I'm having to pay so much for rented warehouse space. Basically lacking more than double the amount of what I currently have. This is going pretty well. Overall, yeah, the only thing, iron goods shortage. That wall is doing fine. So basically I keep having 100 in my office and that's it. But as long as that means that new wall is being built, I won't complain about it because the money isn't important, that wall is. Beer, honey, leather, meat, big iron skins, pitch. This is not that bad. How long before it gets? 2 days? Also 2 days. So one arrives and the other one takes off. More or less. Lacking beer. Everything else is moi. Boston, half timbered, okay. Another captain. Still lacking people here. It's still a problem. The warehouses in Bremen, very good. 84%. 2 out. 2, 3, 4. 6 in. Nothing on this gate. Ah, look. Whoop. Warehouses in Bremen. Maximum security. 44 and I got 44.5, so I could actually build another one if I want to. Except I don't want to. Because I want to have those bricks being sent to Boston or London. Reval. On its last trip to Visby. Amazing. Getting too close. Ooh. Yeah, well. Another pirate down. I had seen the dots here, so I was already aiming to get out at the right angle. Let's stop his sailing. I was checking Reval. No bricks. And that's Novgorod. Very nice. Let's check Riga. Same problem, still lacking people, still lacking bricks. Not lacking housing space. Although I'm getting close to 100 there, so also needing warehouse capacity. Not going to build anything, I want everything up here. Spare leader was missing. A sailor. 3 days, okay. Gdansk under siege. Well, okay. Not that much of a problem for me, since everything is inside the town walls for now. It is going to be a big problem for them. By the look of things, they're going to lose. Looking at other stuff, everything will be fine. Torun. I am producing bricks here. And we already have 2 industries outside, excuse me, outside the walls, so I may actually enforce another. House construction. Not going to do that yet. Offers there. Because I am. Now wait a second, that's a sawmill. I'm not producing any bricks here. Okay. Ah yeah, this was meat and leather. Now I know. I'm lacking fish. 6, no, not enough. More than enough hemp here. And I don't need that much hemp, because it's only for this. That's a mistake. That isn't. Wispy hemp 1. Repairs completed in Visby. Those were the spare ships. Back to Lubeck. Leather and meat. It's funny that basically in the hub I'm producing most leather and meat. I'm lacking leather and meat. I'm unless everything is being sold to Lübeck itself. Rostock is still getting way too many iron goods. This is where I am producing bricks. Okay. Merchant's house. There's no need to do that. Especially not now. That also explains a few things, of course. Was 16 is 46, okay. Looks like I was lacking a few people. Not anymore though. Might as well do this, because I will unload everything in Lübeck anyway. That means we can go straight to Lübeck now. General, that's going okay, except cloth is a problem. Got too much of it, actually. What I do need is salt, and the only spot where I'm able to produce it, I'm still having some problems with people. On the other hand, the city wall is moving up, so it's not that bad anymore. Same here. Well, I'm supporting that wall construction with bricks and leather, bricks and timber. So that's not going that bad actually. But I may have to bring a little bit more in iron goods. Pulp work has been checked. Yeah. Yeah. Repen. Need a merchant and a tablet. Well, this is one of the spots I'm producing bricks. So not that many problems. I'm lacking iron goods and beer and wine. Iron goods, beer and wine. No wine. Keep in mind, I want to finish that mission. Can always suggest the next walls. Okay. We had completion of what? Merchant's house, Reval. Hamburg. No housing needed. Leather, meat, cloth. Cloth? Really? I think this one needs another cog in a bit. But I'm lacking leather and meat and cloth on this one. In particular, cloth. Never mind. Siege. Where? Rostock. Okay, how much wool do we have here? 300. Weaving mill. Let's drop 2. First of all, I do have the room for it. Second of all, I'm going to need another warehouse already. So with more cloth production, I will exchange my wool and everything it demands, space it demands, in return for cloth, which is more useful. Rostock getting a siege. Not good. 1 tower, 2 towers, no tower, 2 towers. So they will attack here. Well, in that case, I'm lucky. But it will shut down my industries again. Unless that's a very big unless. I'm able to get everything built up there. Rostock, picking up bricks. $62.38 makes $100, and I still have a big load of cloth in this one. Oh, that's something I can do. Lübeck. Yes. Three days, okay. That means I've got more than enough cloth in Lübeck to cover what I'm losing, and I'm going to take a lot of cloth on that convoy, export it to Bremen to cover the needs I currently have. Problem solved. $300. It will help for a while. So at least all of that is going the way I want it to. %98%. So I'm going to finish this one today. But we're lacking bricks here again, because that AI is spending so much on towers. That's going okay. Would be better if I was actually stockpiling all goods, even if it was by only one item over time, because that would be more helpful when I do actually increase my population, because the demand will go up and I will actually be able to cover that for a bit. Unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. Scarborough needs pottery. Eight iron goods. No, they're not mine. Mine are being delivered right now. Groningen needs cloth. Yep, I am absolutely lacking everything I actually need right now. Because I have that shortage here. Scarborough needs pottery. I got a whole load of pottery. So what are they complaining about? Now they need wool. Completion. Gabbard in Gdansk. No, I'm waiting. Still happening? No. So 25 for the gate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 house pieces, maybe? So 75 bricks, and that's it. They built something. Yep. So the one brick we sold is actually enough for the town gate. We also have a city wall message from Oslo. 75k. Okay. So this part is safe now. But with Oslo having its town wall increased, that's good news. Still lacking wool here. Malmö, Edinburgh. Edinburgh is at full production again. But I'm still selling to the town. So technically I would need another sheep farm here. If I do that, I would actually hamper town wall construction. So I better not do that. Now, that should give me enough wool for some of the other cities. Up here, I'm not so happy with that actually. Never mind. 24 days before that one starts taking off. So I'm actually just waiting for that mission to complete. This is going very slow. And since it's Boston again, I don't want to talk to the emissary. I want to check this overland route, which I thought was being built between Ladoga and what's his name? Raval. I'd say that these guys are going to be dead pretty soon. Just like last time. And the time before that. Not much movement here though. Still needing cloth. Almost as if I'm not allowed to. Aha! That was the reason. That's why I had that many in Lubeck. Because I was basically sending it in from the part of the map where I needed it most. New well and new warehouse. Okay, now let's see what happens next. Come on, get me that mission done. Because with that, things will be less boring. Pirates heading off to London. Nope, not going to attack them. Nay, it would be very unwise if they did that. I also thinking it was to this. And not Reval. Hey, hang on a sec. Oh no, that didn't change. Let's see, convoy. Quite large, okay. I think this will help if I return this to Bremen. Also means I don't need those two weaving mills. At least probably won't need them. Arsenal. Done. One extra, and let's see. I don't think that siege will last long. How long? No pitch. Beagle. Pitch 75. All of it being sent to Boston. Go. Any mission available? 3.4 for ambush, so patrol. Let's see. Don't crash on me, please. Hunter to Riepen. It's not that much, actually. So it could be Betrayer or a snake. Well, that answers the question. It's a Krayer. I was expecting that turn. Now I've got 7 guys in advantage. Should be enough. It certainly is enough. Albert Belschmidt. Funny thing, Belschmidt is actually the main villain in the campaign. Now, where was my spare? Player in Boston. Okay, on its way to Boston, so I could actually. Right. Send him to Riepen and have that spare ship being picked up. Well, that's lucky. Message, Captain. Oh, there's the patrol. Scarborough. Very well. Weaponsmith. There, right in front of my nose. Spare. Spacra 1. So 260 room, okay. 260. 260. Yeah, there's already smoke here on Trebuchet, so that one won't last long. Somebody also died. many are actually besieging it? Last time it was something like 300. 130. There we go. Contract completed. And I saw a message about a reputation. So I'm going to send myself a letter to complete me with the job I did. Well, it's nice to get a compliment from yourself, right? Well done, good boy. I actually need is him. I was afraid of this. So that mission is done. Anything else I need to work at? Oh, that seems to be better now. Good. Ladoga under siege. No way. I really hope my smelter and hemp farm are going to be dealt with. 1, 2, 3, 4. No gates, no cannon towers. 180. Boston is actually not that. Color from Ike. Well, that's not really a big problem to me. What is a problem was that I was planning to use this. Merchant's house in Torun. 6.3 thousand for the patrol. Okay. All pitch is being sold to the city. That's also good. Eight days. Very well. I'm still lacking cloth. Huh. Even Hamburg is using more cloth already. need fish. Can't build anything here right away, right now. They are going to lose. Stock under siege where this gate as expected. Bummer, they need it. 1, 2, maybe 3 pieces. They hadn't built that tower, the wall would be finished. That means still that the enemy would be sieging this. So still no real resistance there. But it would have been a lot better. Oh well. Let's see what happens. Because this is the first siege I'm actually losing in this city. Still 6 town watch. But I see the swordsman moving, so I think I'm going to lose this siege. I will see. Completion of merchant house in Liban. 5 town watch. We'll see what happens in a bit, because I am not in the mood to keep waiting there. Still lacking leather and meat. It's unbelievable. Hopefully this helps. Hopefully it helps. I have no idea if it does. I'm winning. The few soldiers I was actually training are getting there. So I may actually be winning this. It's a close call. No, it's not a close call. It's finished. We won. The battering ram is burning. That trebuchet is burning. And there are 2 foot soldiers left while I got 3 guys on the walls. So we're winning. Weaving mill in Bremen. Good news. Done. Oh look, I actually had 4 guys. Everything's on the run right now. And that's the end of the siege. I think this is also a nice point to end this episode. We've got at least the 2 goals completed that I had in mind. Well, actually 1 goal completed because the other one I didn't have in mind. The other one was an accident that's simply being added. I do need I don't need more bricks. I do need more guards now. 4, 8, 9, 10 archers. 4, lacking beggars. Okay, well, everybody's very happy, so I don't think it'll be long before beggars will actually come to town now. The only problem are the bricks. And even that looks like it's being solved. So, like I said, I completed the goals I had in mind for this episode, which were, I said 2, but basically it's 3. The first one is that land route. It's done. Then, of course, when I was short of cloth in this area, I decided to build the weaving mills. Well, they are done too. We're currently producing over 100 or 190 and we still need to increase population. So I think we're going to produce about 200 cloth a week now, which is very nice. And then of course we had the siege. Well, that one is done too. So all in all, no, not convoy. I think I can be very satisfied about everything. There is one more thing to check now. Offers. Let's see. Tasks. Because a new town in the North Sea area. Okay. In the north. Land route 2 towns in the west. Notorious pirates. Okay. Escape. save video 1A, because I'm always overriding the previous 2 episodes back and not the previous one, not where I start. So we have 2 options, North and North Sea area. North Sea usually means the western part, so let's go for the north. Except Stavanger. That would be Bremen hub. Fish, iron goods, timber. Exactly not what I need in this hub, because my salt production is already a big problem. Well, the good news, I can do this, and we can actually check task Harlingen, and that's this hub. Fish, grain and pottery, and actually that would be actually better, because I am already producing enough fish here, but the pottery would be beautiful. It's still funny, both have fish, but one is having grain and pottery and the other one is having iron goods and timber. Well, I'm not going to build them anyway. At least not yet. I will do that over time. First of all, we're going to continue with another game next week. So, for now, thanks for watching, and I do hope you've been enjoying this entire playthrough. All of you who have been watching it from the start, thanks for being here. All of you who watched some episode later, I do hope you actually have the opportunity to watch everything at some point, because I've been enjoying this a lot. Maybe, like I said, maybe I didn't achieve all the goals I had in mind, but I've come quite far, especially considering I hadn't played this game for quite some time, so all is well now. I have been enjoying it. I will certainly continue from the point where I saved it at some point, but as I mentioned, I'm starting to get a little bit, well, not burned out, but bored by the game, because I'm basically doing the same thing over and over again right now. Noticing I'm short of 1 or 2 goods, and usually those goods are skins and meat leather. Then increase that production, increase the production of the supporting goods, the foods, and wait for the balance, waiting for bricks to be produced so town walls can be extended and all that. It's the same thing, the same repeatable thing over and over again. And yeah, I'm all powerful in this game already. So the 2 goals I could actually set for myself, one of them is having all the towns and having a maximum population, leaves another one being the sole supplier by wiping out the AI. I could do that, but it's, like I said, things are getting boring at some point, so that's why I put this one on pause. Next week I will continue with a similar game. I've been pointing that out a few times, so You will see next week about the house and the what. For now, many thanks for watching this, and hopefully I will be seeing you guys and gals next week again. Have a good week, everybody, and we'll see you next week. Goodbye.